In the last Flux State of the Union address, it was announced live that Algorand would be the next parallel asset.
Our Flux parallel attribution, PA number 8 in this quarter. Davey, you want to wait to the end or you want to roll that video now?
I'm going to push a button.
Go. So the next PA is going to be Algorand. Now, people are probably like,
Not yet.
oh, yeah.
Ding.
It psyched me out there for a minute. It's going to be Algorand. And the reason being is because, honestly, Algorand's doing some really unique stuff. It also has a lot of exposure from people who have kind of been refugees from the Solana network. And it continues to kind of keep growing. I think it's going to be a really good ad for us. I think in terms of exposure for the parallel asset, when you sit and you look at, what we could have added and what we will add, I think it's a really logical ad for us.
So first off, what in the world is Algorand? And second, how can I build my bags before all of this goes down? Because maybe there's a chance there's some price discovery and we can get a pump out of this. So I'm still learning and I'm still doing my research, but Algorand is a cryptocurrency that's trying to solve a real world problem. And their entire goal is to accelerate transaction speeds, as well as reducing the transaction times. And this could be huge for traditional finance if they adopted it. So I know your bigger question that's in the back of your mind. Is Algorand proof of work? Well, the answer is no. And I know, come on! So here's what I'm doing. I'm using Unminable to earn my Algorand. And if you guys aren't familiar, Unminable is a service where you can take your miners, whether it's GPU, CPU, ASIC, you name it, mini ASICs, and you could point them to Unminable servers and then their pools, and then you could pick from 40 different coins to get paid out in. So for today, check it out. The very first one is Algorand. So I've been mining Ethereum Classic, but getting paid out in Algorand for just under 8 days. So let's go ahead and take a look and see how we've done. So if I click on Algorand, I can go up to addresses and it's going to have my address populated in there. And I actually have 2 miners right now on Ethereum Classic to Unminable. Jasminer X4Q, which is a 1 gigahash Ethereum Classic miner, and the Jasminer X4U, which is about a 550 megahash Jasminer as well. And these 2 things are workhorses. And I was like, these are going to be perfect for what I'm trying to do. Now, one of them is offline because I have reset it to show you guys how to do this at the end of the video if you're interested. So don't go too far. I'll show you how to do it. But if we go up to addresses here and then we go to payments, you can see I've done pretty well. 19 to 20-ish Algorand per day that we've been earning with Unminable. And so if we take everything on the right-hand side and add it up, we've actually been paid out about 134 Algorand. And then we can take up top there the 15 point sum, and that'll give us our grand total. We're right about 149, we're gonna say. And to show you guys, we have 15 pending to be paid out. And if I go ahead and click my Algorand wallet, we'll go ahead and log in and I'll show you guys exactly how much has hit my wallet as of today. So I haven't spent a ton of time looking into different wallets, but this one came recommended, so we pulled the trigger on it. So this one here is wallet.myalgo.com. You can go over there, set up, it's a web wallet, but I always recommend that you try to find eventually a cold storage wallet or a core wallet or something along those lines where you're truly holding on to your crypto. I never like to store my crypto in a web wallet or an exchange very long. But as you guys can see, we've had 134 Algorand hit our Algorand wallet since we started this just under 8 days ago. So if we take the 134, we add the additional 15, that puts us up to 149 Algorand. But what's that worth, right? I mean, at the end of the day, we're crypto miners. That's what we're interested in. So we're going to venture over to CoinGecko, one of my favorite sites. You guys are probably super familiar with this. And you can see Algorand right now, as of January 23rd of recording this, is worth 25 cents, which, hell yeah, I'll take it. So if we go ahead and scroll down, we can see here that if we change this to a 14-day, you can see a lot of this pricing is actually coming from this pump that we're in right now. If we take a look at 90 days, you can see that we were higher and then we've definitely dipped down. We've rode that down and now it's slowly starting to come back up with the pump. So has some opportunity. If we go to 1 year, we can see we're almost up there, about $1.98. And if we go to the max here, holy cow, $3.17. I had never heard of Algorand before, so I'm excited to get into this. So if I scroll down, we're gonna look at Algorand here. We're gonna put in our 149. That's giving us, in just under 8 days, we've made $37.36 doing this process of mining Ethereum Classic through Unminable and getting paid out in Algorand. So let's go ahead and bring up our calculator and kind of just determine how we've been doing per day. So if we do $37 and we got 33.2546 divided by, and now we're just shy of 8 days. So I'm going to do we'll do 7.75. That's going to tell us that we are right now averaging, doing this, that we're making $4.81 per day utilizing Unminable with my 2 Jazz miners to mine Ethereum Classic, but get paid out in Algorand. Not too bad. So if you've made it this far in the video, you're probably interested in, hey, how can you do this? How can you set this up? And it's actually really simple and really easy. So take your miners, whatever miner you want to use. I actually am thinking about putting one of my L3s on this. They're just so beefy, so much horsepower, and throwing it on here to add to it. Because right now I'm using my Jazz miners, which are my mini Ethereum Classic ASICs, but you can do your script miners like your L3s if you're interested. So let me show you real quick how to do it. I'm not going to go crazy in depth, but I'll show you guys exactly how to do it. So on unminable.com, come over here and click on Algorand. Once you're on Algorand, this is where you can go to figure out exactly what you want to do. So there's the options in the middle that give you your server information. You could pick, I could use my S19J Pro. That'd be ridiculous. Maybe I should do that. Don't do it. I'm going to try it. You can use your script miners. There's all different ones you can use up here. GPUs. Look at all this. You can do Auto Lycos, Kapow, Ethereum Classic. CPU mining, you can use RandomX. You have all different options to try to stack your Algorand. So feel free to pick the one that works best for you. So I'm going to scroll over to Ethereum Classic and click on that. And then there's actually a get started with wizard. That'll make it a lot easier for you if you're just coming into this brand new. So I'm going to show you guys how to use that. Start with wizard. So right here, it's going to ask, do you want your wizard to be basic or advanced mode? So let's just do basic. After we pick basic, it wants to know what type of hardware we're using. So I'm going to follow along with GPU, even though this is a Ethereum Classic miner, because this could work perfectly with your GPU mining rigs as well, and I might as well show you. So we're going to pick GPU, and then wants to know what algorithm. So we're going to pick Ethereum Classic, and then it's going to ask, what do you want to get paid out in? So if you think about it, that first step was Ethereum Classic. Now it's when you get paid out. I'm going to pick Algorand. Now that I picked Algorand, it says, hey, what's your Algorand wallet address? So go grab that from your Algorand wallet after you've set it up. All right, so I've entered my Algorand wallet address. So once you have yours in there, click next. Now it wants to know if you have a referral code. Well, guess what? I got one, and it's going to lower your unminable mining fees pretty significantly. So all you got to do is come into the field right here to the left and type in yours truly, hobbyist. Now, this is not only going to benefit you, but at no cost, it's actually going to benefit me. So thank you. And you'll go ahead and click next. Now it's going to give you a whole bunch of information, and you can use this for if you're setting up in Hive OS or if you're on Windows and setting it up. But for me, I'm just going to use this for putting this in to my Jazz Miner interface. Okay, so now here's the fun part. We're going to take all the information and put it into our Jazz Miner. So over here, I have my Jazz Miner X41U. This is that loud mosquito-y one that makes a lot of noise, but it does about 550 mega hash on Ethereum Classic. So I can't complain. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the URL, the worker, and the password over here from Unminable because they provided everything for me. All right, guys, so we are all set up and good to go, and I wanted to show you. So under URL, we have the etc hash-us-unminable.com:3333. Then what we do is under our worker, this is kind of how it says mine Ethereum Classic, but then get paid out in Algorand. So as you can see, the worker, there's actually a prefix here, algo, that tells Unminable to pay you in Algorand. And then here's our Algorand wallet address followed by a dot and our worker name, Jazzminer X41U. And then you have the pound symbol here and then our referral code. And that's it. We are set and good to go. And so the nice thing is this is going to mine. And what you can do is you can take your Algorand address and then go check your status on Unmineable to see how it's doing. So we're back on Unmineable, and you can click on Algorand and then click on addresses and enter your address into the address field for Algorand. This will go ahead and display all your information. And if you're interested, check the box right underneath that says auto pay once a day whenever my balance is over 10 Algorand. And that's it. You're set and good to go. You can monitor your payments in here. You can see all your worker information. It's that simple. And hey, have some fun with it. Hopefully we'll get a decent bag of Algorand before it goes crazy when it's been added to the Flux parallel assets. Who knows? This is entirely spec mining. Who knows how it's going to work out? I'm not cashing anything out or anything like that, but I'm having fun with it. Well, guys, try it out. Let me know what your thoughts are of Flux's new parallel asset Algorand. Try it out with Unmineable. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your thoughts and feedback down below. So this is another disclaimer. This is totally spec mining. I'm not looking at like, oh, I'm making $4.80 a day. I'm going to cash that out. This is totally me just building my bags with Algorand, and with it's kind of relationship coming out with Flux and the parallel assets, maybe it'll turn into something. Who knows? We'll find out. Well, leave your comments down below. Would love to hear from you guys. Are you guys familiar with Algorand? Did you know that Flux's next parallel asset was going to be Algorand? Otherwise, guys, if you enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up. And finally, don't forget to subscribe. Take care. Over the last 12 months, I've been working with a handful of designers on a special project, and I'm excited to announce that that project is now live. Let me introduce you to a new apparel web store, hobbyistminers.store, hardware merch for enthusiasts just like you and I. Working with a few designers, we decided to launch the store with 17 unique NVIDIA Founders Edition graphics card designs. These designs are all custom made, unique, and one of a kind. What's your favorite Founders Edition? Was it the GTX 1080 Ti? Or maybe the RTX 2080? We can't forget about the RTX 3060 Ti, or how about everyone's favorite, the RTX 3070? So what's different about hobbyistminers.store? Well, every 3 months, these designs will be decommissioned and gone forever, making them a limited time run. But no fear, every 3 months, brand new designs will be released of your favorite graphics cards. To give you an idea, hobbyistminers.store has 68 designs in reserve to be released over the next 12 months. Go check out hobbyistminers.store today and their winter collection, only for sale until March 31st. Then they're gone. But no fear, the spring collection is standing by. Go check it out, www.hobbyistminers.store.